Property Pairings, episode 39.
So day 0 is the day it goes active, right? On day 1, under contract, 6 offers, 7 offers?
I had 9.
Oh, 9 offers. Wednesday, I had eaten Chipotle. And then
That's
sorry,
the face
Chipotle.
that's the face I made.
Sorry, Chipotle, but you know, like you know. Well, welcome back to episode 39 of Property Pairings. I'm Eric Kinzler.
And I'm Mike Pavone.
That will be more funny if they see the outtakes at the end.
Please do the outtake.
Yeah, that's a solid one.
I just like the time with you.
Yeah, okay.
I don't need a timer for that.
I need to like write down all of these things. That way on those days where you're like, we'll say concentrating, I can look at all these nice things that you've said to me before and be like, yeah, he does like me. It's okay. Although I was the quiet one today.
Yeah, he was throwing me off, man.
Bike was like busy this morning from the moment I got in till like he even had a meeting right before this. And so I could hear him and he's just like business, going. And most of the time I'm like, hey, can I talk to you about this or can I do this? But he just seemed like he needed to focus. Right. So I stayed in my lane and I was just there working, like Eric energy. And then he gets back from his meeting right before this and he's like, is everything good?
Yeah, what's your problem, dude? Is everything good?
Yeah. What do you mean, is everything good? I'm like, yeah, everything's good. You're like concentrating. It seemed like you needed to be in the zone. So I was like staying in my lane. He's like, no, it throws me off. I'm like, okay, so next time, interrupt you while you look like you need to concentrate.
We just stick to the normal dynamic. It was throwing me off. I was like, oh, something wrong. And I looked over at you and you had that whole, I looked at he has got these showings this weekend for this client and I'm doing one of these, like as I'm doing the Zoom call, I'm looking over and I'm like, because I see a wall of, the way that it presents on the screen is just this wall of lines going horizontally, and each one of those lines corresponds to a property, and you see these black bars on them, and that's the time slot you're going to be there, right? And it's just boom, 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 and there's got to be, 8 of them?
There's 8 tomorrow.
8 of them, and he's got them stacked real tight, too.
They're all close by. He's like a 15-minute guy, but I schedule everything for an hour. So that way it's like, just in case there's something weird, like immediately, most of the time, Seattle people are like 15 to 30 minutes late, right? It's just a thing. It is what it is. So I'm like, I time block for that, and then everything else is included. So then if we finish in 15 minutes, I don't want to be waiting for the next appointment. So it's just an hour.
Right.
I mean, and you get to know your clients' kind of the rhythm when they go view a home, right? But when I'm looking over at his calendar, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. And that's just Saturday.
That's just Saturday.
Sunday's a whole nother slew. So we're going to be in like West Seattle mostly on Saturday. There's like 8 showings there and then 1 showing in Queen Anne. So it's a 9 on Saturday. Wow. And then on Sunday, we have 2 in Kenmore, 3 in Woodinville.
You better stop by and say hi.
On when?
On Sunday.
Oh, maybe.
I'll be offended.
Is that the congratulations bottle that your friend got you?
It is, yeah. Yep. Mason, who Mike's been working with for like 20 years. He works for Cross Country Mortgage. He got me that for my 40 under 40 nomination or selection or whatever.
Is it a 40-year? No.
What the heck? Yeah. That's $40,000 for the 40-year.
Come on, Mason.
I was gonna say, drop the ball on that, Mason.
Maybe when I send him enough business where he's made $40,000 off of me, he'll reconsider.
I'll be honest, I haven't gotten there either yet. Yeah. I've definitely done that.
Well, how was your week?
It was weak. No, we had it was parent-teacher conference week.
Yeah.
I remember them being after school, but apparently what we do is our kids get out at 11:45, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
Because Wednesday.
And Wednesday's out at 1:45.
because that's an automatic thing. So basically, it's just early release all week. When did you have parent-teacher conferences? Do you remember?
I don't.
Was it after? Oh, okay. I was going to say mine was after school.
They were in the evenings. Yeah.
Mine was after school, but I don't remember how late.
Yeah.
I remember half the kids on one day by your alphabet, where you were stationed in the alphabet, from like 5 to 7, and then the next night it was the other half of kids with their parents 5 to 7 or something like that. Not this every day of the week thing.
How long was your conference?
It'd be like 5 to 10 minutes, whatever.
Well, like yours now.
Well, so this one, I couldn't go the day that it was, but like it's like 20-minute windows per kid.
Okay.
So, and we had to stack them with Ashton and Clark. Like, we don't want to go back twice.
Right.
But then it's all the kids. So, the whole week's kind of. So I'd roll in at 9 a.m. after dropping the kids off and getting Blair in. And then I'd leave at 11:30 because I had to go back and pick up Ashton or Clark or both of them. Real productive.
Just a little. Yeah, we had a lot going on this week too. So I think we were telling everyone that we do like the accountability buddy thing every Wednesday. And so it was like we had to pivot ours a little bit to Thursday. Anyway, it was like, what was your like word to describe your week? And Mike was like, frenzied.
Frenzied.
Because we had that. We had
the listing we put on.
Yeah, we put on a listing. So day 0 is the day it goes active, right? On day 1, under contract. 6 offers? 7 offers?
I had 9.
Oh, 9 offers? Yeah, I didn't even, they don't always like, even though it says in the offer instructions, put Eric on there. They don't always include me, so I don't get to see it. But, so 9 offers, 38 showings.
Well, and it's the market is being a little, like it's been improving or strengthening in some metrics, which is great, kind of stable in some others, but it's kind of hard to predict right now. So the question was, do we do a review date? Like if we get 50 offers, yeah, sure. But they kind of, the way they came in is kind of drips and drabs. And so, and we had it's 9 offers is, that is statistically significant, right? It's enough offers to say this is about where we're going to land. And so we did that. And still, people were grumpy because you can't make everyone happy. And at the end of the day, the client was happy, but we crushed on that. Mm-hmm. But we also did our yard cleanup day.
Yeah. So we're getting listing ready. That's coming on the market next week. And so we were out there doing some yard cleanup. It's just a fun way to get out of the office. And it, like, had we paid someone to go do that, probably like $600 to $1,000, and it was like $100.
$98, and then we got some quality time together.
Yeah, therapy sessions.
We were happy to do that. And then, wait, you go ahead?
No, go.
Well, then apparently I gave Eric too much of a hard time over the weight we put on during the holidays that someone decided to go and get food poisoning.
Yeah, so Wednesday I had eaten Chipotle. And then
that's
sorry,
the face
Chipotle.
That's the face I made.
Sorry, Chipotle, but you know. And so I wake up at 4 a.m. just barfing for hours. Yeah, it was not. Yeah, so bad. I didn't want to like disturb. I went and then I went back to bed and then I immediately got back up. And then I decided just to grab my pillow and a blanket and like sleep on the floor in the bathroom. It was because that's how often.
You slept on the floor?
Yeah, in the bath, like on my bath mat, because it's like 4 o'clock in the morning when I start, and I didn't want to keep disturbing Jared because the dogs too. They're like, oh, you're back in bed. Anyway, so yeah, slept on the floor because I kept getting up and getting up and getting up, and then.
Oh man, that's bad.
Yeah, and then like most of the time I do a little bit more of a thoughtful text message when I'm sick. And I was so tired, I was just like, not coming in, I'm sick. The end.
I was a good business partner.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you got? He's like, well, I'm thrown up. Oh, that sucks. You need anything?
Yep.
No, I'm good. Okay, cool.
Make sure to He was like, saltines and ginger ale. And I'm like, I don't have either one of those. I'm not driving anywhere.
I would have brought you some.
I know. I wasn't going to have you come way out there.
He did ask, do you need anything?
Yeah, I know. I was very thoughtful.
In my Mike way of being concerned. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to leave him alone now unless he needs something because he probably doesn't want to talk to me.
I just needed to sleep the rest of it off because it was just out of it. But I really wanted to lose 3 pounds, and I think I did. I have as we pivot a little bit, so going back to the listing that we just got under contract, I get a text message yesterday. So we're already under contract, and it's like, hey, my buyer's in town, and he wants to see the property. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, we don't permit showings after it's under contract. And it's this back and forth text message. And I know she's not going to see this, so I'm not worried about it. And she's getting angry with me. Yeah, I was going to send you screenshots.
Should have given me a phone number.
And so she's like, I'm not sure what kind of agent doesn't allow showings after you go under contract. And I was just like, oh, well, sorry for the inconvenience. I'm still being very polite. Sorry for the inconvenience. If it comes back on the market, you're more than happy to show it. And then she was like, how is this good for your seller? Okay, so how is this good for your seller? Do you have a backup offer? And all this other stuff. And I just did not respond. Because I was like, thinking to myself, no response is a response. But it was like, I'm being nice to you. I've already told you, no, you can't go see it. Same person who called me and was like, my client wants to walk the outside.
That one?
Yeah. And I was just like, he can walk the front, but he cannot go anywhere else. Like the property's locked up.
There's like a sidewalk there, so you can walk from there, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're accompanied. Plus, there's security cameras and all kinds of stuff around the home. Like, you can't go on it.
Yeah.
Oh, she was just like,
So-
well, how is that good for your seller? And I'm like, I don't need to explain myself to you.
So on that one, I had a similar. So Bob, the branch manager here, calls me up. He's like, on the same house. He says, do you know about such and such broker?
Oh,
And
shoot.
it's a guy, but it's a guy, not a gal.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, he must have been the one trying to call me while I was on a Zoom call. He's like, well, he's upset about this. Like, he can go kick rocks.
Yeah.
The property's already sold. I don't
Oh.
care what he has to say.
I got two phone calls from him yesterday, too. He was calling Bellevue South, and then he called, and I was getting rerouted through there. And I saw it, but I'm like, it's under contract. Like, there's nothing.
Basically, it's situations where it was, because the market's generally improving, kind of broad spectrum, but there's like a little bit of turbulence still. So it's a little bit hard to predict, right?
Right.
We got a lot of activity, we got a lot of showings, we got a lot of offers.
Yep.
But there are still people who are like, well, we didn't get a chance. Well, it's like, well, we can't predict. We could have been sitting on a market after a review date with nothing.
Also, it's our client's decision. We don't make that decision. He had options, and we tell him, like, it could be this, it could be this. It's an estate sale. He's executing the estate. He gets to decide. We're not making those decisions.
A good example was like, I encouraged to do a pre-inspection of the home because in the hopeful anticipation, we get a lot of offers. By doing this due diligence up front, we can provide that to buyers who might be wanting to write, and it avoids the potential for inspections knowing that we are going to sell this thing as is. Very specific, he didn't want to do that. Here's the pros and cons. No, Mike, I really don't want to do it. Okay, fine. So we don't do that. Just bear in mind that if we get offers, they may be subject to inspection.
I think all of them except for two.
Two were, yeah. The others were all subject to inspection. But like 1 day windows, pass, fail. And the one that we did go with, I was like, let me know. I got people knocking down my door
Yeah.
for this place. And so they immediately sent over the acceptance.
Yeah, it was awesome. So we went under contract. The next day they had their inspection. By like 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, we had we accept it. So,
Great.
Yeah. But it's like you coach your clients and it's their decision. You're there as a professional in your field, not to say like, hey, we have to do it this way. That's not what we're there for.
Yeah.
They have to make the decision. It's their decision. They're the sellers.
We'll give you the professional opinion and all the reasons why. But in this particular case, that was just something he didn't want to do.
As a as another pivot, because I love pivots,
Are you
I
Ross?
got
Are you Ross?
Ross from Friends.
Friends.
I don't know the pivot reference though, but I know Ross from Friends. I didn't know if you were thinking Bob Ross or Ross from
No,
Friends.
when they're taking the couch
Or
up.
Ross dress for less.
I can't talk to you guys sometimes. Ross going up the stairs, pivot. Matthew Perry and
I know
Chandler and-
all of the characters. Yes, I
I'm
just didn't
old.
watch it. No, I just didn't watch it religiously.
okay. So, anyways, pivot.
Pivoting to, I got the Meta glasses.
Whoa.
And the reason I got them is business related, so I say. And to do like home walkthroughs and stuff. And it's pretty cool. Like they're my prescription and everything. And so you just put them on and you hit the little button.
Well, hello there, Clark Kent.
I know. And so that does a picture, and I think if you hold it, it's recording. We're recording right now. So I think this will be really fun with like property tours and like before and afters too will be really cool. So you're getting recorded right now. You just get to see Eric's POV all day.
Also, it's funny to me that it keeps flashing because like I'll see these videos on like TikTok and stuff of people doing these like POV, prank videos or, some guys trying to like pick up a girl or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's always through these glasses. Clearly, they have meta glasses that are recording.
Yeah.
If it's flashing.
Maybe
And-
they're covering up the flash, right?
Maybe. I don't know. But
Because the camera is like,
Where's
they're
it?
not very, they're both on each side.
Oh yeah, it is flashing.
Yeah.
Because I can't see it from over here.
But also, I feel like depending on someone's style and the rest of their outfit, like you can kind of know that, like, I don't know if that's something you would like typically.
Yeah, he looks like he's out of
Wear it or not.
like a newscaster out of the '60s wearing those things.
I've been watching Mad Men, so I'm totally down to start dressing like I'm from the 60s. Get a new haircut,
Please do.
like
do.
really,
Slicked back.
yeah, not slick back, but like side part, a little slick back there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those
So
are
the meta
cool.
glasses have been really fun. Yeah.
That's fun.
Mhm.
Have you had any like good use case for them yet? Or you just got them.
No, I did like a walkthrough on a listing we have coming up before we've done like paint and carpet and staging, because I think it'll be really fun to like switch back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
As a side note, we do get permission from our clients to do that. So just in case they don't want their house listed that way, that's totally fair. But
There's not like gyroscopic stabilization or image stabilization built.
there's a
into it.
little bit of stabilization, but not a lot. Yeah,
Really?
it's kind of like real life, whatever you're doing. So
That's cool.
yeah, it is really neat. I've been.
I should go
enjoying
get a
it.
pair, and then you should have a pair, and then when we're doing this, we can also see what each other's seeing.
I'll get you a pair. Do you want a pair?
I'd rock one.
Okay. They're not that. I mean,
I'm not telling my kids,
relatively, they're not. They're like $300, less than $400, I think. So they're affordable for a camera, like a video camera.
though. Well, I just spent $120 on a Lego Ninjitsu mech for Clark, so
Was that a Christmas present?
No.
Or that was just a, hey, bud.
he was working really hard for this thing. So it's a Lloyd is one of the Ninjago
Yeah,
ninjas. It's a mech, which they're like really cool. But the thing that kills me is like it's gonna get blown apart at some point.
Yeah.
They're gonna play with it and pull the pieces off, and then it's like then it's not the mech anymore. But whatever.
It's fun in the time. Look at you. Yeah. Getting the Ninjago for the kids.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Happy for you.
Are you though? You're like, God, I'm glad I don't have to do that.
It's fun. I think it's fun building those things. When I got the one for Ashton on Clark's birthday, and he was like, "Will you help me build it, Uncle Eric?" I'm like, "Yeah, bud. Of course. That's the best part."
It's 1,089 pieces.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the other one was not 1,089 pieces. So
Yeah, it's a lot. It's this tall.
you know what they should do? Lego should sell pre-built ones for like $2 more, and then you're like, for people who are just like, I'm getting it for my kid, I don't need to spend that much time, and see how much like the sales difference between the pre-built versus the like build it yourself?
You
Because
do-
I bet some people would be like, nope.
You can do it on eBay.
Oh,
Anyways,
they sell the
not to digress here, but yes, you can do it on eBay, and it's like people were like, well, it's pre-built. Like half the fun with the Legos is the building portion, but it's such a small window compared to like once it's built, then what?
Yeah.
You just play with it. So
Yeah, the more you know. So we've been doing this weekly poll on our Instagram. So we did one last week, and this week was like you find the perfect house, but there's one thing wrong with it. What's the deal breaker for you? And the various options were like it has a bad layout, there's road noise, there's no parking,
what's the
or
roof?
yeah, it's got a bad roof. And so we have people vote and see like what's the deal breaker. What would be a deal breaker for you?
Out of those four,
Mm-hmm.
the external ones.
Yeah.
So either the parking or the busy road.
Yeah.
You don't have, if you don't have control over it, like the other things are manageable. Yeah, you can adjust the layouts. It still costs money.
Yeah.
You can do a new roof. That costs money, but you can still do it.
Yeah.
If it's a busy road,
You're not moving that road.
no.
I would probably have to agree with the busy road. The no parking, I'm guessing if there's no parking, it's based on location. And so you're probably able to walk to a lot of things, right? So I think the no parking would have to be,
I could see that.
Yeah.
Like if it's like in a Seattle house and
yeah.
Maple Leaf or Magnolia really wouldn't be a good example, but
Yeah.
some of those other areas were like Ballard.
Yeah. Because, I mean, if it's got no parking, there's probably like street parking or something, right? You just don't have dedicated parking. But like road noise, there's something about road noise that I'm like, no.
Can I just say too, like road noise is a tough one because you could be, if you're uphill from it, you could be the same physical distance, but if you're uphill from the source of the noise, it's like constant. If you're downhill from it, because everything goes over your head, you don't hear it.
Yeah.
So like our house, you can't hear 405
No.
in our backyard, right?
Yeah.
Go stand on our roof.
Oh, you can hear it from up there?
Yeah.
I've been up on the roof once, but
You
it's
can
pretty
hear.
late.
We're in Finn Hill. We're in Kirkland, but you can hear the freeway.
Yeah.
2 miles away. From
What-
up there?
What's the one in North Bend? Is that Wilderness?
Wilderness Rim.
Yeah.
That's tucked way back.
What's the one right off of 90 on the right?
It's yeah. We have a couple sets of clients in there. Why am I spacing on the name? I know.
Yeah, me too. But like that, a lot of that.
A Forester Woods.
Forester Woods, yeah. A lot of those houses are like down, and so you don't hear it at all. But in this back half, some of them sit up on the mountain, and you can just hear 90. Like it's ridiculous. But the ones further down, it's like, oh, you don't hear anything. And then you get up there, because we've shown the one, we had a couple of clients that were looking, and we showed the one right as you
Right at
enter
the
the
entrance,
community.
yep.
And it was like, you didn't really hear it, but you get up, and it's just like, that's all you can hear.
But just to be clear, it's a great community. The bottom half houses though, they deal with water problems
Oh, yeah.
because there's some creeks that run through there, and they dump water right at the intersection, right when you come in, the community wise, and everything will flood down there. So it's either freeway noise or flooding.
Yeah. 60% of people said that road noise was the problem, and then 40% said parking. But no one, I think everyone else kind of knew like layout and roof were fixable things if you found the perfect house.
What would be your hang up?
Yeah, probably one of those external things. I feel like parking's on my brain because just like apartment searching right now. With a home, I could see it being different where it's like, okay, if I'm choosing to like rent or buy like a single family home, not an apartment complex, I've dealt with having to fight for street parking in like Green Lake when I rented this guy's townhome.
Mhm.
And when everybody's trying to do the same thing, it's like at worst I'd have to walk like a few streets over. So, it's not like the worst thing in the world because that was like pretty rare. But yeah, I think parking, because to your point, also I think there's varieties of busyness of road, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the road that I live on currently, it's like decently active. It's not one of these cul-de-sacs residential where it's like only the people living on that street are usually like passing through, or someone's
Yeah.
kind of like cheating a different route. It's like a main, to get from Roosevelt to Lake City Way, like one of those kind of
Yeah.
busier roads. And so it's like active throughout the day. But I think in the evening it's not so much, and like during the day if you're kind of out and about, like I just think coming home and wanting to like be in, but having to like circle around for parking or whatever. Parking is probably top for me.
Yeah.
I think I would concede that point too. Like if you're factor in area, in those higher density areas, noise goes up anyways, so that you kind of just become accustomed to that, like
Exactly,
white
yeah.
noise, right?
Yeah.
But parking,
Yeah.
So years and years ago, I was in a relationship with a gal. She lived in Seattle, and when I would go visit, it was that kind of a thing. So like if we were gonna go, if I was going to her place just to have dinner or whatever, like after work, I could be like 5 blocks, 6 blocks away, which doesn't sound that far, but
It's annoying. Yeah.
if it's December and I'm walking, and these aren't short blocks.
Yeah.
If I'm walking 5, 6 blocks just to get to her place.
Yeah.
To see, like it was a point of friction in the sense of like you don't want to do it then.
Yeah. Also with guests, it's like, okay, if I'm like walking a girl to her car, but then you had to park 6 blocks away.
And now I'm getting to
And now-
12-block run in
And
because
I
I'm going
gotta,
to take her
leave
there
my
and back.
house, Yeah.
Yeah.
I will
Or the like hit and runs.
Yeah.
Like someone's trying to park and they're parallel parking and it's
constantly
close
getting,
and it's like
dinged or
yeah.
sideswiped maybe.
And you come out and you're like,
garbage
no,
trucks,
yeah.
like all that sort of stuff.
yeah, that's fair.
My last place, the one thing that I will say about noise wise is that our building, there was like an alley that it like backed up to, and so on trash day, really any like large vehicle that's pulling through that back alley, dude, so loud, because it's like an older building too, so it's just like trash day, bus stop, like
Yeah.
someone's landscaping vehicle, just diesel engines all the time.
Yeah, that'd be a lot.
But that, it's like I feel like a little more one-off.
You do grow accustomed to it, but I think in summary, it's usually, if it's the dream home, you're just always contextualizing the exterior issues.
Yeah.
And like, is that going to be a deal breaker? Because it could be the perfect house, but like, I have clients right now. They are light sleepers. Flat out said that to me.
Yeah.
Okay, because now you're factoring budget. What are we looking for? And light sleepers. These things actually do play off each other.
Yeah.
Like so with that, sometimes you get the people who are like, I need to be like walking distance to a grocery store, but I want to live in nature and I need a 3,000 square foot house and this is my budget. And it's like, okay, that exists in
Fairy tales.
Montana, Nebraska. Like that's not going to be here, but it is funny sometimes when you get the like, I need my privacy, but I want to walk to the grocery store, and it's like that's not a.
How long of a walker?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You look like a 2-mile walker for sure. You enjoy it, like.
you can do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but
walkable.
it's fun to get those things. It's like, all right, talk about the triangle again, which I always talk about. But we have our key take question. Our key take question today is.
I love how you say it differently every time.
What is it? Hot
I
key,
don't know.
key take.
It's like
It doesn't
it's like
matter.
you could say our hot take. You could say our.
It's
key,
not the hot
our,
take.
Our key question. Last week you said hot key question.
Oh yeah, you did
Today-
say that,
today
didn't
you're
you?
saying key take question. So
I don't know.
He gave me a lighter pour, by the way.
eventually we'll hone in on what it's called.
Ginny is like, you can nix it, and I'm like, I like having a little question in there that's quick, so we can call it whatever we want.
At least he's not
We can
telling
just
you're
cut
not
it out.
telling stories from like 6 months ago
No.
over again.
No.
Yeah.
That's your thing.
No, yeah.
Thanks.
Wouldn't want to steal your thunder.
Yeah, no.
Steal my thunder on that one.
No, I feel like I remember most of the stories I tell. I have an elephant brain. Okay.
Key hot take, quick question of the week. Open houses. Are they relevant, or is that more of like a marketing opportunity for the agent?
Very relevant. What do you think?
Hugely so.
I think they're relevant because just in case an agent, like a client comes through and they don't want their agent to come with them because they don't know if they'll like that area or whatever, then they can come through the open house and see. Out at Ames Lake, I think it's really important because there's Seattle people driving 30, 40 minutes over to Ames Lake, and they're like, yeah, I didn't know if I'd like the area, so I didn't want to bother my agent who lives in Seattle to drive out here. It's like, no, that makes sense. So I think regardless, open houses are important regardless of the location.
And for me, just grafting onto that, it's a slightly different take. It's just another opportunity to keep the house open and to get foot traffic. And that's what we're there for, is to make sure that as many people can see that home in the amount of time that we have available. So yeah, hugely valuable, just as from a conversion factor there.
And who else knows the home like the agent's listing it? You know, you can walk them through and you can say, yeah, this, that, and the other, or the roof is this old, or like, let me know if you have questions about the neighborhood. The agent who's listing a house should have all of those answers for you. So that way, when you're going through and showing potential buyers, you have all the answers you need. Mm-hmm. That's the person who really needs to be selling the house for you.
I'd agree.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Maybe to expand a little bit from the real estate and marketing point of view, not so much as maybe like advantageous for, home seller, selling agent. Can you talk about other aspects of open house as far as, okay, I'm Eric, I have a lot of other stuff going on, but I also have to host an open house for this listing. Maybe there's a younger agent at Windermere who's looking to pick up some open houses, or maybe my scorecard goal is to pick up some new buyers, so I'm going to reach out to other agents and try and, you guys have talked about that a little bit before, but for maybe some newer people, can you talk through just kind of like some of that other open house etiquette, if you will, or habits?
I mean, we really like to hold our own open houses, and unless we just have an overwhelming amount of listings and we will like hand select other brokers to come hold our opens, I do think it's important to hold your own opens when at all possible.
Yeah.
But it's a great opportunity. I always, if I don't have opens that weekend, I try to reach out to other brokers who have listings and I can go hold their opens.
Right.
And I know everything I know about the property, and I go in and I do try to pick up a buyer at the property. It's not like a hard sale sort of situation, but
you even mentioned how Ames Lake, for example, it's a little more remote. If you see, someone's sign, you might reach out to them. Hey, I live in this neighborhood. Might be easier if you ever need, me to give someone some keys or whatever.
Right, exactly. Yeah, especially if you live in the neighborhood, it's and you see it's a Seattle agent or something, that's like 40-minute drive, and maybe all they need is someone to go like turn the lights off at night.
Exactly, yeah.
Happy to help out with that.
We might be a little bit of a unique use case because of the partnership. And that's one of the many reasons why we wanted to partner together, is there is that coverage. So to Eric's point, we tend to hold our own opens, but especially if you're kind of a solo agent, that opportunity, that landscape's definitely a little bit different, and you're going to look for those opportunities to hold opens at other people's homes too. We do tend to back each other up though. Well, thank you for joining us here on episode 39 of Property Pairings. I'm Mike Pavone.
I'm Eric Kinzler.
Remember to click like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
Cheers.
I'm starting to miss the dynamic duos.
You missed the dynamic
I
duos?
wish there was like, I should think of something else we can do at the end that's not just
Don't turn it off yet.
dynamic duo.
I miss it, but that's just personal preference, maybe.
Yeah. I think maybe we should just make a whole list and then you have one every time.
believe me, I was running it through ChatGPT. Give me lists of dynamic duos. Like,
Yeah. I'm
Master Chief-
the Red Ranger. He's the Blue Ranger.
Master Chief,
Or
Arbiter.
Green and White Ranger. Because those are like one and the same. The question of the day.
Hot key take question.
Are open houses... Hold on. Pause. Okay. Well, welcome back to episode 39 of Property Pairings. I'm Eric Kinzler.
And I'm Mike Pavone.
Damn it.
What happened?
I hit the... I was like, I'm Eric Kinzler. Like, I don't know, like a Barney episode. I'm Eric. Anyway, and I hit the mic. So...
I had to do another pour.
I saw that.
You gave me a little bit less.
No, I did not give it. I put them side by side and almost used an eyedropper to like even it out.
I'm pretty sure it was a little bit less. It felt lighter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You're getting stronger.
that's probably what it is. I'm gonna leave it at that.
You can keep talking. You talk all the time.